Hey guys, so I'm going to do a quick PicMonkey tutorial for you guys today so you can learn the basics of how I create images for my business. And I'm going to start over again at the beginning here. And I'm going to teach you how to do this smarter, not harder. So you're actually going to create a lot of templates all at once to use in the future. So this is what PicMonkey looks like. It's actually got a lot of options for you to edit photos, create a collage, or actually do a design. So we are going to start in the design area today, and I typically pick custom. It's just a really large square, which gives me a lot of working space. We can always crop as we go. To start, I leave it white. And I come down here to the butterfly, and it allows me to put overlays in, and you can actually upload your own overlays. So I have already texted, you can always text or email yourself your own picture. I have already texted myself the picture that I want to use today. Now I have to come in here and find it, and it is this one. So it literally just puts the picture right in here for me. And I can kind of come in here and decide where I want the photo. You know, how big I want it. Do I want it? We'll go all the way up. Why not? And so basically I'm going to teach you how. So I kind of get it lined up there. And actually, yeah, that'll work, I think. Okay, so actually I can come in here like this, and let's see, maybe just bring my head up a little bit more. Okay, then I come into eraser, and it actually gives you an eraser to come in here and erase, and you get the same background color. Pretty easy, right? So I'm going to literally start erasing, and I usually make my eraser bigger, and I make the hardness of my eraser a little softer, so if I screw up, it's not as noticeable. And I just start taking out the background, whoops, of my photo. And I'll show you and this may not be perfect today, but I'll try. I mean, legit, if you have straight hair, you have a lot less work ahead of yourself than I do, because I have curly hair, and if you don't kind of go around the curls, you literally I look like I'm wearing a helmet of hair. It's really odd looking, so I kind of have to be careful with how I do it. And like, I'll just kind of come in here to start and just start erasing, right? Because I can go back and use the paintbrush and basically put the background back in. So immediately I'm not worried about being perfect. I'm just trying to get the background gone, because I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to do the more detail stuff here in a second. So I'm literally just looking to like take a lot of the background out, and then I'll go in here and do more detailed work. Make sense? And I can always use this for a picture. Okay, so, and if I don't like a spot, I can come over here, right? And I can put like part of my hand back. Or part of my hair back is usually what I have to do. So that I can kind of see where I'm working. Okay, so I come in here, I'll zoom it in so that I can see more of the detail as I go. And, oops, hold on. Okay, so I can move my photo around right here. So I typically just like pick a spot, oops, go this way, where I want to start. I put my eraser on. I might have to make it a little smaller now. This is going to be like more detail work. And like I said, if you don't have curly hair, you will be so much faster at this, because like literally I kind of come in here and go around my curls. Because if I don't, like I said, I look like I'm wearing a helmet. A helmet of hair. So I just kind of come in and go around my photo. And this is not going to be perfect for you guys today because I'm going to try and go a little bit faster than I usually do. I kind of try and go slow and perfect when I'm not making a video. And then let me finish the rest of my helmet of hair here. I mean, in some curls, just whatever, they get deleted. It's fine. Okay. Like this looks kind of strange right here. I'm like, there's hair, but there's shadow. You know, then this is where you can come back in and like really kind of like play with it, make it perfect, whatever. But really you're just looking to kind of, you know, edge your head mostly. Okay, so come back here because now I need to move it. So we are going to go down this way. And I just come back and I might have to adjust my eraser like as I go. And I might have to go back in and like paint back in my shoulder, like kind of see where my shirt was and redo the detail a little bit more. This is just part of the process, right? And I am kind of going fast and not very perfect today. And that's all right. We'll make it work. That's all right. Typically, as you know, once we put everything into play here, you're not really going to be able to tell. And it might actually be easier if I wasn't holding a sign, a photo, but I am. It's what I picked to use. So we're just going to run with it. Okay, let's do the other side here. And then down here. And then again, come back down. Oops, move it up. I'm going to kind of come in here and do my hands. This looks a little silly there. Okay. So honestly, I need to work with a little smaller eraser around my hands. And I promise you, you will just get better at this as you go. And my first ones were not perfect at all. Sometimes I almost find it's easier to like erase and then go back in and like draw in. Like put my hand back into the photo. And same thing here. I used a pretty soft edge when I was erasing, so it looks a little fuzzy. So you can come back in and clean it up. Okay, and then same thing over here. I'm just gonna I'm gonna have to go in a little smaller even to erase right in here. Right there. And again, this was kind of a soft edge I was using. The good thing is you can always fix any of your mistakes. That's really why I love this program. It's so super simple. Okay. And I know it takes some time. I totally get that this takes some time. This is not something I do when I'm busy during the week. This is something I do when I'm just like having a lazy, you know, Friday night, Saturday night. I know it sounds very exciting, right? But like my husband and I will just watch TV and I might work on a photo. Like this kind of stuff to me is really fun. I enjoy doing it. And when I do this, I can make quite a few, and I mean, I can use these for the rest of the year when I get one done. So, and I'll show you how to do that. It's a really good investment. And I need to stop worrying about making this one so perfect. Although, once I finally get it done, I will probably use it. So there is a bonus to that. Let me move this down a bit. Okay, so now it's just kind of dark down here, so we'll fill it all in with white and make it work. So we're going to take out the rest of the background, and then I'm going to show you how to add in all of these fun overlays, and that's what we're going to start saving off, is some of your templates. I think I've taken off too much of the picture frame here. Thankfully, my legs in the background are about the same color down here, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I can barely tell the difference. Can you? I can't. All right. I'm just like winging it. Like maybe? I don't know. This'll work. Okay. And then let's finish this off. I think this was still frame through here. Yes, frame here. Okay, now I can kind of see where I was. And then same thing over here. Frame and frame still. But anyway, you're basically just going to take a picture of yourself. Selfies totally work for something like this. You know, and you can just kind of like cut out around your face or around your upper body. That works really simple. And create some different looks with these photos. And they're great to use for your challenge group. You could be holding a piece of paper. You could be pointing, whatever. And basically cut that out and make yourself a blank background. Like, my leg looks kind of weird here. Let's try and fix it a little bit. I don't know what else to tell you. It's not perfect today. Okay. And I mean, if I were really doing this, I would play with it a bit more maybe. But there we've basically erased the entire background of this photo. And so now we can start having a little bit of fun. Oops. Cancel. Oh, I almost hit that X up there. That's what I did. So anyway, okay, we'll say that I am done. Even though I would still come in here and fix a bunch of this, we're going to say I'm done. Okay, so we're going to zoom back out. And there I am on a white background. And actually, when you zoom back out, you might realize you missed like a few little things, like down here and through here. And you can kind of come back and touch them up. You might go, oh, like there's this weird part of my leg right there. You can start taking that stuff out. Okay, but this is the basics. And you can tell once you're zoomed out, you don't see every little tiny imperfection. Okay, so once we have it in a white background like this, I am going to go ahead, right, and I'll save a copy. If it'll let me. There I am. So I call all of mine my initials, LMK, and I'll do this Shine Bright Background 1. Done, and I save it to my computer. I put them all in a file. Hold on. Of course, it's not on here. Oh, I put them all in backgrounds. Easy. So they're all saved together. So these are all going to be my Shine Bright photos. Okay, so you come back to the photo. Awesome. Now we're going to start adding in overlays. So I basically have a white background. If I want to do anything else with the picture, I've got it saved and ready to go. Okay, so I can come in here and add some geometric backgrounds. It's kind of fun I love doing this kind of stuff. So I can make the picture really kind of cool or pop, but I can put in some backgrounds like this. So let's say to like right there. And let's say I want to use like hot pink, okay? And then I'm going to right click on this background and send it to the back. So now I'm on top of hot pink. And I can come in here again, right click again, and go, oops, and go down. That is not what I wanted to do. And come down to duplicate overlay. So it's going to create another one just like it. Perfect. So I can extend this all the way down if I'd like. And let's say I want the bottom half to be that color. And again, same thing, right click, send to back. And now I'm on top of an overlay. Again, my photo is still in here. I can still come to myself once I've put myself on this color background. And again, go in with my eraser if I'd like and touch up. You know, it's almost sometimes easier to see stuff on a background like this, like what you missed. So, and I just screwed it up again. But anyway, you get the idea of what you, oh shoot. Of what you can do to kind of fix it up. And again, okay, so now I have a background that I like. You know, that looks kind of cool. I might want to use that for a photo. So again, I go back and I save it off and call it Shine Bright Background 2. And I save it to my computer in my backgrounds and save. Okay, now let's say I wanted something, I mean, if I liked this, let's see, where's that same color? Let's see, I liked just the blue. I could go in again, save it off, and have that one ready to go. And if you wanted, you could do this in blue. And let's say I wanted a third overlay. I can create another one, put it up here. And let's say I wanted that to be green. Send it back. And now I've got 3 different overlay looks. And if I like that, I can save this off is just another option. So really putting in all of these backgrounds, you can really start to give yourself a lot of options. Every photo you post can look different because you're going to be using a different background. You're probably going to be using different text. So it's a different look with each photo, but you're doing a lot of all the work up front. You've created one photo with no background, and now you can do all of these different overlays. So let me show you another option. I could go in here to my own, and I keep a whole file of background images that I like. Let's say I want to use this one. So I can put this, and I just found this like on Google, right? Like no biggie. Just found it on Google, kind of liked it. Okay. So I can, oops, send this one to the back. So it's back there. Now I have to adjust these others, right? I can pull it down. I can pull this one up. And I can actually, let's say I want it to coordinate so it all matches. You know, I could make up here this color. And let's say down here, I'm going to pick maybe like, ooh, that yellow looked kind of cool, huh? That, yeah, do you guys like that? I like that. It's kind of just funky. A little funky. Yeah. All right, so cool. So I would, again, save this off. Okay. Shine bright, background, 3. Perfect. Okay. So again, I've saved off another photo. It looks really cool. And let's say I like that background, but I want to go in and switch some of these other colors. I'm going to use this photo in, I mean, you could use this whenever, right? I'm going to use this photo in November. I mean, who's going to remember? No one. Work smarter, not harder, right? What other color did I like in here with that? This is kind of cool. Yeah, so I mean, again, if I like this, I would just save this off. All right, so I really liked my last combo. So let me pick that up again. Was it like this color and that funky yellow? You can just come in here and pick your color. Okay, so let's say I want to do something like this. I actually saved off a photo that I like, and this is it. It says, you may not always end up where you thought you were going, but you will always end up where you are meant to be. So I am going to have that photo kind of over here while I work. I'm going to come to text. Slowly. It's thinking over here. And I'm going to add the text. You know, and I mean, this could be, I might just want to post a motivational or inspirational post and use a quote like that. Maybe I want to use this picture that I've created for my next challenge group. So we can do a simple. Oh my goodness, I can't spell. So you could do something like this. You can even come in here and like match up your text. We can pick like a funky, like any of these. I'm always like looking for like fun text when I'm in here. Does that look cool? That might be too much. And I mean, I like coming in and like changing them up, right? So I might pick something like this. Okay, and we're gonna move it up here. And it's not really gonna fit all across my face there. But this is just to kind of give you an idea. There we go. And I might make it a smidge smaller so it really does fit. Now the trick, once you have all these overlays in it, is to be able to still click on the text. And I won't tell you it's easy, but it does take a little practice, but it does eventually work. And so I might do that. Down here, I might put, you know, message me for details. Again, I'm going to, oh, my text box disappeared, huh? That's kind of funky with that. But anyway, we can again, let's say we want to use this color down there. Oh, stop it. My dog just heard something. Now she's going to growl for you guys. So anyway, and maybe in here... Stop. You guys. Sorry. Now they're going to bark. So I've added this down here, and maybe I want to put in some basics right here. You'll receive. And just list it out. The complete program, bonus DVD, Shakeology, meal plan, grouped support. Okay, again, same thing. I might come in, pick a different text. Now I gotta click on my text again here. Maybe I'm gonna just turn it white. I'm gonna have to see what pops out best on this background. Maybe make it a little smaller so that it all fits. And that text maybe doesn't pop out the best. Oh, and now I can't even highlight it again. Here we go. Sometimes a bolder text is better on a busy background like that. And you'll just kind of have to play around with it. Believe me, I literally just play with this stuff sometimes and see what's going to work best for me. Yeah, that might work. Oops. Oh, come on. I think I want to go in here, return that, and maybe move this down a little bit so it's centered. And you can just use your arrow keys to kind of do that, play with it. Okay, so here's something fun. Okay, here we go. Back over here. We are going to grab a space like this. And I'm holding a picture frame. You could do the same thing holding a piece of paper. It would maybe even be easier. But you can come in here and you could even give it like, that's kind of fun. A little funky though, maybe. And use this and create a background. And I could put something over it, like 21 Day Fix Extreme Group. And, you know, I'm just showing you guys a bunch of ideas. You might not want to say that because up above it says join my 21 Day Fix Extreme Group. At the top you might just want something fun, like a quote of, you know, talking about how much weight you've lost or whatever. But I hope I'm giving you guys lots of ideas the next time. Oops. Like I said, it's not easy clicking on your text again once you've put in all these overlays. You just have to have a little patience. And then kind of come in here and square this up. So you could do something like that. Okay? Again, save it off and use it. And really, you can do anything. I could end up saying, I want to take out this background, delete it. Okay? I could put in a solid color. I could decide to pull this all the way back up and save that is another option. I can come in here and I can just change the colors. If I want to stick, oh yeah, the gray looked kind of cool, huh? Like the gray, where was that gray? Even like doing, come back, like something like that. Change my text in here. You can change up your looks. End of story. Okay, and you can save all of these options off into a folder so that you are being smarter about what you're doing instead of working so hard on it. And really, like, that's a fun background, right? So I might want to do one with that. I'll pull this back down. I can take this, pop this out, right? I'm kind of in those same colors again. This one's a really big overlay because it's square. But again, oops, send to back, and it's gone. You know, it's gone. I might want to come in here and update some of my colors so that they look right, considering, you know, what's in my background. I cannot, oh, there it goes. What color? Maybe just like that gray. But yeah, I mean, you can come in here and play with all of this. Have fun with it. It's kind of, I have fun. I mean, what did it take us? Maybe a half an hour to do this. And as I keep saving all of these and just coming back and editing, I have a ton of blank pictures and ideas saved off. So I will always create one for the group that I am going to run, but I save off tons of ideas. I could use it down the road for a motivational picture, for a challenge group, for a coaching post, you name it. So I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, please ask. But go create. I can't wait to see some of your creations. Thanks, guys.